What if all the world's oceans boiled? It begins not with a bang, but a shimmer. Satellites pick up the first signs, heat readings that make no sense. Ocean surface temperatures spike by 10 degrees Celsius in a single day. Scientists scramble, run diagnostics, but every instrument agrees the oceans are heating at an impossible rate. Then the vapor comes. At first it's barely noticeable, a light mist hugging the water in the early morning, like breath on a mirror. But by the second week, it's a wall. Coastal cities are smothered in thick, salty steam. People wake up to windows soaked from the outside. Streetlights glow dimly in a world of fog. And then, the boil begins. It happens all at once, from the Pacific to the Indian, from Arctic fjords to Antarctic shelves. The oceans begin to churn, not with storms, but with heat. Great clouds rise, white and endless, carrying the oceans into the sky. Boiling seas foam and roar. Whales breach one last time, gasping before being swallowed by the superheated froth. Coral reefs cook where they stand. Fish rise belly up in the millions, then vanish into bubbles. Beaches disappear under a wall of steam. The roar of boiling saltwater becomes the new background hum of the planet. The atmospheric pressure changes drastically. All that water turns into vapor, trillions of tons of it. The sky thickens. Sunlight dims under the weight of clouds that never stop growing. For a few days, rain falls in bursts, heavy and scalding. Then even the clouds can't hold it anymore. A superstorm forms, stretching from horizon to horizon. A planetary hurricane. Winds reach 500 kilometers per hour. Trees uproot like matchsticks. Cities vanish not into the ocean, but into the sky. Sea levels drop, not because the water is gone, but because it's everywhere else. Humidity hits 100% across the globe. Breathing becomes difficult. Water condenses on skin, on metal, on walls. The world is a sauna, wet, hot, suffocating. Deserts become boiling pools. The Amazon steams into nothing. Polar ice caps vanish without protest. People flee to high altitudes. The Alps become crowded. The Andes bloom with tents and temporary cities. But there's no escape from the water vapor. It creeps upward, every day rising another 100 meters. The Himalayas offer a final sanctuary, where the clouds are thin enough to breathe, but even they won't last long. Power grids fail. Solar panels are useless under permanent cloud. Nuclear plants shut down as cooling systems fail. Fossil fuel facilities drown in steam. Civilization flickers like a dying bulb. The wildlife disappears. Amphibians are the first to go, their sensitive skins unable to withstand the heat. Birds drop from the air, unable to navigate the endless mist. Insects, oddly, thrive at first. Giant swarms of steam-adapted beetles and mosquitoes become a new horror, but even they succumb when the boiling reaches the inland lakes and rivers. Only a few 100,000 humans remain, clustered on mountaintops and buried bunkers, surviving on condensation catchers and geothermal vents. They tell stories of the ocean not as a place, but as a memory, a vast, blue mirror that once held the sky. And then, something changes. The atmosphere, overloaded with vapor, begins to leak, not down, but out, into space. The Earth, overheated and overpressured, begins to vent its steam like a kettle. High above, the edges of the atmosphere shimmer and peel. Water molecules break apart under solar radiation. Hydrogen escapes into the void. Oxygen remains behind, but it's too late to breathe it. The oceans are gone, not just transformed, lost. The Earth becomes a dry, cracked shell. The ocean floors are now deserts. Submerged mountains rise like broken teeth. Giant trenches yawn, their darkness exposed to the sky for the first time. Rain never falls again. The last clouds dissolve into the stars. But deep underground, in the forgotten veins of the planet, a few life forms hold on. Extremophiles, adapted to boiling water and high pressure, persist in deep vents. A few humans, changed by necessity, cling to geothermal shelters. Their skin thickens, their lungs adapt. They develop myths of the surface of a time when Earth was cool, and blue, and full of sound. Generations pass. Children are born who have never seen an ocean. They are told about it the way we once spoke of Eden: endless water, moving with tides, sparkling in the light of a sun that wasn't red and angry. They don't believe it. How could they? The only water they know drips from stone and carries the taste of sulfur. But somewhere, far beneath the ancient crust, a pocket of brine remains untouched. It waits, quiet and still, a seed of the old world, locked in darkness, and perhaps, one day, if Earth ever cools, it will rise again. the oceans boiled, but their memory lingers in steam, in story, in stone,